Time goes by so fast, but when I use this lens, it sometimes slows me down, something that in recent years has been hard to do. We work more, we stress more, and we push harder than before, but sometimes we need to have a break and enjoy life and our hobbies, and that is what this lens does for me. The Thypoch 35mm f1.4 lets me enjoy the mundane and one of the things I love the most, photography. It is such an easy, fun and beautiful lens that for a couple of hours in a day helps me enjoy life more. In case you want to see a full review of this lens, it is attached at the end of this video. This is my experience with the lens 6 months later and why this lens is now a permanent piece of my kit. I always have a manual lens in my kit and now this lens is the second one I added. The other one is fully dedicated to video projects, but after being pleasantly surprised by this Thypoch 35mm Simera, I made it my go-to manual lens when I want to create more cinematic looking photos. It seems creating photos looking like movie scenes is a new thing now, and why not embrace the new and create so-called cinematic photos, and that is what I've used this lens for in the past 6 months with my Fujifilm cameras. I am glad the build quality of the lens is very good, great paint, because I've put this lens through hell and it still looks like new. The lens cap still fits the lens hood remains satisfying to put on, the focus ring and aperture rings work like new, so far so good. I like the weight and how this lens balances on my X-T5. It is not a heavy lens, but it has a certain heaviness that makes it feel good on the X-T5. Not the best description, but what matters is that it feels nice and well balanced on my camera. And it's not just well balanced, just look how gorgeous this lens is. A simple design, yet appealing, attracting. It just makes you wanna use it. Some lenses have this, and this one is one of those lenses. Because of its character, this lens makes my editing process easier. The photos already have a special look straight out of the camera, and with a bit of editing you can get some beautiful results. It renders colors beautifully on my X-T5 and X-E4. Colors and contrast is what I first look for in a manual lens. Sharpness and bokeh second. I rarely take photos with a blurred background because I want to show the whole scene in my photos. Every detail matters, not just the subject. The science and architecture surrounding the subject tell a more complex story. Sometimes chaos in a photo can relax your brain because it is something you see daily, but showed in the cinematic way, it makes it more pleasing. This Thypoch 35mm f1.4 Simera does that for me. I just love using it to slow down and enjoy street photography and the mundane in a cinematic way. This lens is also good for video. Combine the footage with the Enhancer app and that is all you need. Manually focusing with this lens is a joy, and of course the more you use it, the faster you get, and getting the shot you want in focus with a manual lens is such a satisfying thing for me. Missing can be frustrating, but at least I missed the shot, and it wasn't an autofocus problem or a slow lens or something like that. Those things are more frustrating and can distract you more from what it is important in photography. What can I say? This lens is not for everyone, but it sure is a beautiful and fun lens to use that has a special look. I hope Thypoch will make more lenses and surprise us all in the near future. I hope this video was enjoyable, helpful, and made sense for most of you. Please share what manual lens is for you, what this Simera 35mm is for me in the comments below. Thank you for watching, see you next time.